Greetings, greetings, greetings. It's a blessing to be with you all tonight. Truly, I'm excited just to realize that, hey, we got something going on here that's exciting. We're going to be talking about Blacks on the blockchain. We're going to be focusing tonight on digital wallets. We want you to be able to be there and get involved and get into this crypto space because it's happening. And I know a lot of people may not be familiar with blockchain. As I go around, I'm talking about it and sharing information. But the blockchain is truly where everything is moving to. Just let me go ahead and give a little definition, if you please, on the blockchain. So the blockchain, what happens on the blockchain? It's like a digital ledger. Okay, so you have a digital ledger, and it's operating on thousands of computers hold the same ledger with the same information, and with that information is verified by what is called mining. And so, if any transaction that goes on the blockchain is authenticated by several of the computers that's on the blockchain simultaneously. And so the ones that are on the blockchain, they, the computers that verify it, they get a percentage of the mining fee, right? They get a percentage of the gas, or they get percentage of the transaction fee that it costs to have a transaction on the blockchain. And so it's very important that we get familiar with the blockchain because everybody's moving towards the blockchain. And if you don't know what the blockchain is, just think about Bitcoin. Everybody is pretty much familiar with Bitcoin and has heard of Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, when Bitcoin came on the scene, it came on the scene on a blockchain. So the same person who created, or persons, because their identity is hidden, that created Bitcoin also created the blockchain. And so the Bitcoin operates on the blockchain, and now we got NFTs that's operating on the blockchain. We got the Metaverse that's operating on the blockchain. And if you're not, please, please wisen up and get familiar with the blockchain. And so I'm going to be doing a series of lessons, a series of lives, a series of webinars, just sharing information as I learn the information, and as it grows. I'm going to share this information. It's very valuable. So if you are following me or not following me, you need to follow me, because we're going to stay in the know. And our goal is to help Africans, people of African descent, Blacks all across the world, get on the blockchain and change the economic status of Blacks all across the world, especially here in America. And so that's our goal, that's our mission, and we're really excited about it. And so today we're going to talk about digital wallets. What is a digital wallet? Digital wallet is you being your own bank. You have the opportunity to be your own bank. And so with the blockchain, it's a decentralized system. And what decentralized means is that it's not controlled by any government, right? There's no government control over the blockchain. And of course, governments are trying to control as much as they can on the blockchain, but it is not being controlled by any government at this time, and I don't think that it ever will be. Of course, they'll try to control as much as they can, but just the basics of the blockchain is not controlled by any uh, by any government. What's up, cousin? Um, it's safe to say, what it is safe to say is that if we sleep right now and don't really get involved in the blockchain, we're going to miss out, right? We have an opportunity while it's just fresh. The technology is still growing, it's still evolving, and it's a little vital right now, but it's going to stabilize, right? And the more people get into it, the more it just makes sense. It's just like web. Right now, we're operating on Web point 2.0, right? When the first web came out, it was just basic emails and things of that nature, basic websites. But then the social media era came in, and that it was brought in by Web 2.0, and so it allowed us to be more interactive with each other and the web, and be able to control more stuff. And so people got more involved into the web, right? And into the internet. And now we're going to Web 3.0, which is also called the Metaverse. Okay. Or that's where the Metaverse is going to operate on. And if you notice that Facebook changed its name from Facebook to Meta, right? Symbolizing the metaverse. So everything, big corporations are starting to shift towards this blockchain technology, and it's where you need to be. It's where we need to be. And so hey, if you can get on the blockchain, it's best to get on it now. Matter of fact, me and a few other people, we are creating our own blockchain, and we're going to write down the blueprint as we create it. We're going to be sharing um, how to create your own blockchain. Of course, everybody don't want to create uh, create a blockchain, but there's some that may want to. And so the more blockchains that are created, the stronger the technology will become. Yes, the metaverse is really going on. Matter of fact, someone just called me and said, "Hey, on the NFL, not NFL, NBA, they're putting crypto and NFTs on their shirts." And so we know that it's taken over the MMA and crypto.com and things of that nature. And so it's starting to pick up. It was in the Super Bowl, on the NBA, not the playoffs, but the when they were having a dunk contest, the young man put on the NFT before he did his dunk, and or missed his dunk, I should say. But it's where people are going. This is where the world is going, and so it behooves us to get involved in this. And so I wanted to start off talking about the digital wallet. What is a digital wallet? There are several different types of digital wallets, and feel free if you have any questions, if you're on live, if you're on Instagram, if you're just watching, however you're watching, please like, subscribe, and share. Okay, because this is some great information. And so we are excited about what's going on, and our mission is to help Blacks get on to this and move the needle of our poverty level, right? So in the last 100 years, the poverty level has not changed. In 100 years, we're still at the same level. The number of Blacks is still at the same level. And so we got to do something different. I often tell the story, and I think this is going to be the story that I have to tell, because I want people to know where I'm coming from. I met a young man a couple of years ago. It was around Christmas time. I was visiting family in Michigan, and I seen him. We were talking. I asked him to, let's share Facebook information, and like each other, and become friends on Facebook. And he said, you might not want to do that because I'm pretty radical about social injustice. And I say, how so? And so that started a conversation. And then he asked me a question. He says, how do we stop racism? And I told him, I said, it's so systemic that we have to be able to operate outside the current system to change the system, because racism is so interwoven into our everyday lifestyle of this country and the world. Okay. And so at that time, I didn't know about the blockchain, right? But I knew that because I told him, I said, hey, soon as you start making changes, they're going to shut you down. You're going to have all sorts of things coming after you. You're going to have to be able to have a different bank to operate in, somewhere else to hold your money, because they're going to start shutting things down. And so when I seen the blockchain, I said, this is it. It is the blockchain. The blockchain is where it's at. And if we're going to be able to stop racism and come up out of this situation, out of this poverty that most of us find ourselves in, or if we're not in poverty, we have family that is in poverty, right? And we have a whole culture that's in poverty. And so it's very important that we make a difference, we make a change. And so I'm on a mission to make a difference. I'm on a mission to make a change. Okay. And so I see that this is a vehicle that we can use to really change the economic stance of African Americans and African people of African descent around the world. Because we've been trying to assimilate, right? We've been trying to get people to realize, hey, Black Lives Matter, right? But even though Black Lives Matter, and it does, it's not changing the needle of how many of us in poverty. We had a Black president, thank God for that. But guess what? It didn't change the needle and the number of people, Black people in poverty. And so we have to do something. We can't wait for government to do it, because they're not. The government has been designed from day one to keep us down. And guess what it's doing? It's still keeping us down if we let it, right? And then those that of us that make it, we are so blinded that we don't even see. And I'm not saying that all of us are, right? But there's a large majority just don't know what's going on, why it's going on. If we don't know our history, we don't know why we are here. I got a book that I'm going to encourage everybody to read, and it's called Black Labor, White Wealth. I host a meeting, accountability group. We meet Monday through Friday, and from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we're reading this book. We just started reading it out loud together, and it's life changing. It has shifted my mindset, and it's like a history book. And it's telling the truth about our history, and it's pulling the cover back of all the stuff that if you're African American, you've experienced in some fashion or form, and if you've lived in the inner city, for sure this stuff going on, right? And so but you got to read it to really understand. You got to know your history. And so we are on a plight to really change the world, okay, and shift the paradigm for people of color, particularly Blacks, right? And so we're so glad to be able to do this. And so, hey, digital wallet. Digital wallet is a way that you're going to access this information. So you got a couple of forms of digital wallets. Let's talk about one. The first one is where you connect it to your bank and you can buy. It's like an exchange. You can buy and sell cryptocurrency. Okay, so you need one of those, right? But then there's another digital wallet. Is to another level where you enter into the web 3.0, where you can start buying NFTs, right? You enter into the metaverse where you can start purchasing digital real estate, right? You enter into the metaverse where you can do gaming and earn crypto while you game. So this is going on. This is not going to happen in the future. It's happening right now. And a lot of us unfortunately will sleep on it because we're so skeptical about it. And so, this is where we are, and we are wanting to move the needle of the Africans, people of African descent, and that's in poverty. We want to help them come out of poverty, and we know that this is a vehicle to do that. So if you are serious about doing something and coming out of poverty and helping others come out of poverty, if you're not in poverty, then you need to be holding a hand up. Not giving a hand out, but giving a hand up. There's a difference. And so we must get to that place where we are trying to make a difference, to make things happen for others. It's not just about me. It's okay if I get out of poverty myself, but what about my children? If I'm gone, how are they still going to be treated? What kind of government is going to be running? Because we're not going to make any governmental changes without any money. And a significant amount of us has to have money, not just a select few, right? We got to be able to create our own schools. We got to be able to create our own culture and love our culture, because we have a beautiful heritage. We just been abused, right? We just been mistreated. And so I'm on a plight, y'all, to really make a difference. And I'm thanking God all the way up. Some people are not going to agree with me, and some people are going to criticize, what I'm doing, and some people are going to love it. So, but I'm not here to please everybody. I'm trying to please the one above, that I believe with all my heart, that has called me for such a time as this to be able to share this information. And so I may not have a lot of viewers now, but I'm creating content right now. And if you don't know, content is king. And so when you see me say 6 months from now and see how many people, when I go live, how many people is following me, right? Because I'm making a difference. We got a water project that we're going to be pushing out, and we're going to help people have clean water to drink, clean water to shower with, clean water to brush their teeth with, clean water to wash their dishes with, clean water to cook their food with. We don't know what's all in our water. And so that's one of the things we're going to do. We're on a mission to make sure that we stop getting killed. Last year Houston lost a major lawsuit, $2 billion. They made because of the water was found to be giving the residents that was drinking it cancer. $2 billion, right? And the article goes on to say that most of the people, the residents, won't see the money. It's going to go to businesses in the communities that has been affected. And that's pretty much what they do. That's pretty much how it's been going, right? We're the last to get anything, and we're scraping at the bottom, right? They'll launch a hey sis map. They'll launch a crusade, or they'll launch something to help people, and the next thing you know, we're getting very little help, if any. If any. It looks like a great thing, but it's not. And so I want you all to learn about digital wallets, right? Because that's going to be your access into the Web 3.0. And they have several of them out. They got Coinbase is one. I mean, I can start naming several of them, but you just need to know, you need to do your own research. Okay, I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. And so, but you got to do your own research. I'm not a lawyer or nothing like that. So I need you to do your research, but I need to make you aware. So my goal is to make you aware that you can be your own bank. You can get on this decentralized platform, this decentralized system, this decentralized ecosystem, and earn a lot of money and be in control of your own money, right? And so you got to start off with a digital wallet. That's how you're going to buy your crypto. It's a lot of us have crypto. I say a lot. I don't know the statistics, but there's a lot of people have crypto, but they don't know what to do with it. They just watching it go up and down, and if it goes up, they may sell it, right? That's all they know about crypto. Like, hey, if it go up, I can sell it, right? And then there's some that's, they'll go down. It'll go down and they'll sell, and that's good because you can make money that way. But you need to be able to connect in and start buying NFTs, start creating NFTs, started earning money. Do you know that if you got cryptocurrency in your wallet, you can put it up for staking, right? And you can earn at least 4.5% on your cryptocurrency. And guess how much money you're earning in the bank right now? 0.001, or if you're fortunate enough, maybe 0.03%. Okay, which is nothing, right? And so it behooves us to find a better vehicle to keep our money in. And so that's what we have to do. That's what we have to do. And we gotta become aware of this. We cannot sleep on this. And if we do, then we're gonna find ourselves still in the same place. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for something different. I need a change. I'm tired of the same old status quo. And it's going down now. So I know you're hearing about NFTs. I know you know about Bitcoin. Well, that's the technology. Snoop just brought some property. Snoop Dogg just brought some property in the metaverse, and everything in the metaverse went up. I mean, the neighborhood which he brought property in, all of it went up. It shot up. And just think, if you had some property in the metaverse, your property would have went up if you were in Snoop's neighborhood. You know, they're going to have your address where you're staying at now. They're going to have it in the metaverse. So you can have a house in the physical, and you can have a mansion in the metaverse. And it's happening now. It's going down. And so, man, I could talk about this all day long. If you have any questions, feel free to jump on in and ask your questions, because I will answer your questions. If you want to come on and talk and ask me questions, I am doing this as a webinar as well, so we can get you involved and engaged. So we just want you in the know. I'm not charging anything, and I'm actually in the process of, we're making our own cryptocurrency, and so in the next week or so we should have our cryptocurrency, and so we're going to be bringing on owners of businesses that will give you discounts for cryptocurrency. You know, in the Bahamas, they got a card that's called the Safe Card. And with the Safe Card, it's a cryptocurrency credit card. And there's companies that have said that, hey, if you use this cryptocurrency card, we'll give you discounts. And one of the companies is, I believe it's Amazon, I believe it's Tesla. I'm not sure. Is it Walmart? I have to look back at the information. But yes, there's some major companies that's saying, Amazon is saying that, hey, if you're using crypto and you're using this Save card, credit card, we're going to give you discounts. Matter of fact, Chase just a couple of weeks ago, they said that they purchased real estate in the Metaverse, and they said that it's $1 trillion industry. And so when you got big banks, you got the NBA, you got the you got MMA, the UFC, all of them are showing that, hey, we're moving in crypto. We're moving in crypto. You know, the music industry with the NFTs is solid. But if you don't get a digital wallet, you're not going to get in the game. With your digital wallet, you can set it where you put 10% in of your earnings every time you get paid. You're just kind of paying yourself. So you're getting into this blockchain. Just you don't have to change a whole lot. If you only want to do 1%, do something. Do something, because you don't want to be left behind. I said this before, you know, I was about 7 or 8 years ago, I was trying to get into the space of having apps. And I was telling my buddy, my family, and all them, I said, hey, everybody's going to have an app. And if you look on your phone, you got a lot of apps now on your phone. I said, everybody's going to have an app. I said, every store is going to have an app. And guess what? Now today, everything has an app. I put about $6,000 in trying to develop my app. And they kept on asking me for more money and more money. And I wasn't able to do it. And that's just on me. I lost on that. But guess what? Now everybody got an app. And they giving stuff away free so you can get on their app so they can stay in contact with you. And guess what? Everybody's going to have a digital wallet. Why? You're going to be your own bank. It's going to be how you do business. We know the dollar is losing value, right? Inflation is rising crazy, right? Here in Texas, in Houston, it's $4 a gallon. If it's $4 here, I know it's astronomical other places, because we normally have one of the best gas prices. So y'all probably paying $5, $5.50 for a gallon, right? And so it behooves us to do something different. If we keep on doing the same thing, guess what? We're going to get the same result. We're going to get the same result. And so we got to change. We got to change. And so I was going to show and share with you some of the things that you can do. One of the digital wallets that you can get on One of the popular ones is Coinbase. You can get on Coinbase and you can set it up where you got money coming out, going and purchasing cryptocurrency. You're going to be able to purchase our, pardon me, you're going to be able to purchase our cryptocurrency in the next coming week or so. I'm going to share that information with you. We're going to just make it happen. And so if you want to be in the know and you don't want to be left behind in this day and age, and if you want to help our people, Blacks, come out of poverty, and you know, I'm going to be specific at who I target, right? But I'm not going to exclude anybody. But I'm just going to be focused. So if somebody, I got some great friends that are Caucasian, right? I got some great friends that are Hispanic. If they want my help and they want to get on the blockchain, guess what? I'm going to help them. But my focus is African Americans and African people of African descent. So I'm looking beyond. This is a global system. Okay, this is a global system. It's everywhere. And they have computers everywhere verifying everything that goes on the blockchain. And so you got to pay to play, right? You got to pay, it's called gas fees. You got to pay gas to operate on. Every time you do a transaction on the blockchain, you're paying those people that have on their computer. Right? If you're a geek, you can want to be on your computer. You can earn money by just verifying things on the blockchain. It's impossible to hack the blockchain, and the reason why they say it's impossible or darn near impossible is because it's thousands and thousands of computers all over the world that has the same information. And so if you produce something that's false, you may be able to affect one, maybe 2, 3, 4 at a time, but you ain't gonna be able to affect all of them. And so if you can't affect all of them, then the ones that you affected, they're gonna be like, that's not right, something's wrong, and we're not gonna approve this transaction. Okay, so you will have to hack all of the computers that's on the blockchain at one time, and that's nearly impossible. You know, they have something that's called a smart contract. A smart contract is like an agreement. And this is where everybody is going. So when you want to purchase something on the blockchain, what happens is that you enter a smart contract. Say if you want to buy an NFT, a person will say, hey, you know what? I'm selling this digital product. They may have some incentives behind the product. They may even have some real property, like the deed to your house can be an NFT. And so if you buy this NFT, you own my home. And as soon I'll look at your digital wallet. You got a public key and you got a private key. The private key is something that you keep on your own. Normally it's about a 12 to 20 word list of words. Okay, 12 to 20 list of words. That's your private key to your digital wallet. And if anybody gets hold of your private key, they got access to your money. And so it's very important that you keep to understand that. It's very important that you keep your private key private. But say if I wanted to sell a deed to my house, I can sell it as an NFT, and I would pay gas fees for the transaction that is made. I can have the buyer pay the gas fees, or we can split it in half, or whatever we put in the smart contract. That's what's going to happen. All right. And so when that transaction happened, maybe see, there's Internet of Things. Maybe once they cross the threshold, Once they get the key to the door and they put the key into the door, I can have a digital, like on my studio, I have a code. You put in the code to get in the door of my studio. And so when you put in that code, it can trigger a part of the smart contract. And that means that you didn't got access to this house. And now the money that you owe me will come straight into my digital wallet. And the deed will be yours and it will go into your digital wallet. So when the police show up, if there's an alarm on there and you don't get that code fast enough, guess what? You got a deed showing that, hey, this is mine. That's how tight this, and it's just the beginning. It's growing. So real estate is one of the first industries to adopt the blockchain technology. Healthcare, you're going to be in charge of your own healthcare records. It's going to be housed where? In your digital wallet. And you can give access, you got a public key, you can give access to your digital wallet to whoever you want to give access to. And so this is where we are. And the more that we learn about this information, the better off we'll be. This is some valuable information. Don't sleep on it, people. Don't sleep on this blockchain technology. Matter of fact, I read a book, and I encourage people to read it. If you're wanting to know, there are several books out there, but this is a basic. It gives you blockchain basics, NFTs for beginners. It's 3 books in one, and cryptocurrency DeFi by Nakamoto Satoshi. We don't know if he is one person or several people, a group of people, but he's the one that created the Bitcoin, right? And the Bitcoin blockchain. And so if you want to know how this operates, read this book. And there's some other books out there. I'm writing a book right now. It's called Outcast but Chosen. And I'm gonna probably put it out in 3 parts. I'm finished writing part 1. I got to do some editing to it and everything like that. So I'll be having it coming out soon. But I'm sure I'm going to be writing some books on the blockchain. I'm telling you, it's powerful. Hey, if you're on Facebook and you got some questions that you want to ask me about the blockchain, NFTs, we're focusing on digital wallets. So if you want to know what a digital wallet is or anything like that, hey, just drop a question in the chat. Just drop a question in the chat and I'll see if I can answer. I don't know everything about it. It's a brand new technology, but I'm telling you, this is where everything is going. And if you open your eyes, and hopefully will open your eyes. This is why I'm going live. This is why I'm doing this. Because once you start seeing it, you be like, man, just Antoine told me this was happening. And some of y'all already seen this. Some of y'all already got a digital wallet. You probably own Coinbase. You probably own Robinhood. Okay, you may have some of those things, but are you on Web 3.0? Can you buy NFTs? That's what you want to do. You want to take it to that next level. Can you put your cryptocurrency up and borrow loans from it? It's called decentralized finance, DeFi. Then you got decentralized apps called dApps. You need to know about those things, right? Because you're going to be using them. You're going to be using them. I'm talking about taking everything that I know and I want to share with you all. Y'all just need to log in, tap in. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. Share, like it, because I'm on a mission. And if you believe that this is This is about to happen, and it's happening. It's not about to happen. It's happening. And it behooves us to get on board as African Americans, Africans, people of African descent. If we want to change, if we want to leave something for generations to come, if we want to come out of this racist, systemic society and start making a difference, then we're going to need to get on the blockchain. Why? Because we can do it. We don't have to be governed by the system that has been historically keeping us down. And I know some people are saying, well, you don't have to be down. It's your choice. Really? You need to read that book, Black Labor and White Wealth. Because I'm telling you, it'll change you. It has put me, I was already mission minded, right? But it has shifted me. I'm telling you, it has shifted me. By Dr. Claude Anderson. Google him. I'm telling you, Dr. Claude Anderson, without the E. Claude without the E. Powerful man. Been places, working at the White House, running campaigns. Powerful Black man. But dropping gems like, hey, we knew stuff. I knew some of this stuff existed. You have all 5 of his books? You go, bro. You need to share some of that with me. My next one, I want to do Powernomics. That's the next book I'm gonna get and start reading. But yeah, I'm always adding value. I'm adding value to my life every day. I want to be more valuable today than I was yesterday. Right? And when I increase in value, guess what? I'm gonna give the value out that I increase. What I learn, I'm gonna share. That's what the Lord told me a long time ago. He said, hey, I want you to learn as though you're gonna teach. And so that's what I am. I'm a teacher. I'm a coach. I'm a coach's coach. And so, hey, let's go. Let's get involved. Let's get into it, because this is where it's at. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. Don't be left behind. Get in this technology, because it's going somewhere. It's going somewhere. Well, y'all be blessed. I'm just Antoine, and I'll see you guys at the top. Bye for now.